Alright, YouTube, so I kind of been putting this video off, but it's been, well, now over a month since I've used nicotine. The last time I used nicotine, I believe it was somewhere between Saturday, September 24th, or to Wednesday the 27th, or something like that, or I think that was a Tuesday. September, back then. And, I'm not going to tell the story again of why I quit vaping. It wasn't because I wanted to. I really don't want to. I never really had an intention to do it. Not for years down the line. Towards the end of it, though, I was mainly vaping. So I wanted to talk about it. Now that I'm a month out of using nicotine. The first 2 weeks are the primary withdrawal symptoms, at least for me. You have to remember, like I said in the last video, the basic chemistry of it is it goes into a receptor of your brain where cortisol goes. That's a stress hormone. And your body stops producing cortisol, so you're pretty much left with either using nicotine. I mean, the first couple times you're okay. Your body will still produce the hormone, but after that, nicotine is your new cortisol. So that's why if you're really stressed out, you smoke a lot. If you're pissed off, you smoke a lot. I miss it. I'm not going to lie. I miss it. But I gave my word to people around me that I quit. And it was only because these people wanted me to quit. I've had tons of family get diagnosed with diseases or die because of likely a smoking-related incident. My grandmother on my mother's side died of breast cancer, while my mother's father, so the grandfather on my mother's side, was still in the service, stationed at Fort Leonard Wood. He smoked all the time, and it led to him getting emphysema in the 80s. And he quit, but it cut his life short. My dad's father, my grandfather from my father's side, he's got COPD, I believe. He may have to in the future use the oxygen tank. We don't think he will. He's gotten a lot better. He's actually put on 10 pounds. He's actually heavier than me by 3 pounds. But a couple years ago, he was like 120 something pounds. Now, my main fear is that if you remember my old videos, I'm terrified that I'll become fat and I'll let myself go. I've been talking with my dad because I still get some bad cravings. Like yesterday, I had a day-long craving. I was scrounging trying to find shit, and I think a couple days before that, I picked up the vape and I gave it to my mother because I knew that I would eventually probably just go after it and go for it if I didn't. But the first week is okay. You kind of feel like you have a mild flu. The second week is that rage, that goes on. And that spikes back up with me every once in a while. It gets really hard this time of year. I just always used to smoke and vape with friends outside in the winter, and I know it's only November, but it's around the corner. But ever since then, I've had I'll have a craving once a week, but this week's been really bad. But here's the test right here, right? This is the last thing in my possession that contains nicotine. This really old box, pack of cigarettes. And for some reason, it only has one left in it. It's got that fresh tobacco smell. It smells like raisin. Right? But I don't want it. I just don't want it. So, I think it's pretty safe to say I'm nicotine free. Until next time, have a good day.